Guys, I know it's early, you're gonna think I'm crazy when I say this, but this sneaker is already what I would consider a sneaker of the year candidate. So let's just get right into it. We're looking at the Maybe Tomorrow and Saucony Shadow 6000 in the Hare colorway. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Mike from SneakerHistory.com and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. If you hadn't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell, hit the like button, all that good stuff. Leave a comment, of course. We want to get this channel bigger and better than the last couple years. We're just getting better every day. So thank you for everyone who's been a part of it. But guys, just right into the shoe today because I am super excited about this one. As soon as I saw it, I think it released in Complex Con first, and of course I wasn't there, so I had to wait for the general release, which was December 30th, which came at the tail end of the year, so it couldn't be really talked about in the sneaker of the year conversation for 2022, but I think it could definitely be talked about in the sneaker of the year conversation for 2023. And yes, I know it's early. Hit me in the comments. I know what you're gonna say. I don't care. I like the shoe this much. And again, we're looking at the collaboration from the brand Maybe Tomorrow and Saucony on a Shadow 6000 Hare. And this is going to be part of the Better Together pack. Now, what Maybe Tomorrow did was actually take Aesop's fable of the tortoise and the hare, reworked a little bit from more of a opposing characters to them initially being rivals and have them working together. So the Better Together pack, you'll see a lot from their advertisement they put out. So this one is going to be the Hare colorway, and if I'm not mistaken, I cannot remember the name of the shoe. I think it's like the Grid 3D Hurricane. Please forgive me if I got that wrong, but there's a tortoise pair I put up here for you. Now this sneaker, again, released about 2 days before the year ended, so it's really hard to put this in any kind of conversation for the list that came out 2 weeks prior to that. But because of that late release, I really think this should be considered as part of the sneaker of the year candidate for this coming year, or this year in now, I should say. I know, super early, but when you look at something that's been put together so well and the storytelling behind it all, how do you deny something that? Again, I don't care if it's released in January. We're going to talk about a Jordan that's released in January, if it was the case for a sneaker of the year, so why not a Saucony? So right into it, we're going to get into the box first because they put special packaging on this one. So this one's going to be branded with the Maybe Tomorrow and Saucony branding, with of course you're going to have the silhouette of the tortoise and the hare working side by side. So it's not a race, they're not running by each other, but the tortoise is actually carrying the hare. And it's a whole video they set up. If you go to their Instagram page, they have a whole advertisement there that really talks more about this picture and where it came from. So there's a lot more to it than what we're seeing here. Now this is going to be again a Shadow 6000 in the Hare colorway, size 10. I will talk about the sizing later, but you guys always know I wear size 10s in the Saucony 6000s. It hasn't changed here. Now getting into it, the paper doesn't change, nothing inside the box, but we'll get inside the shoes of course. And the pair is just, guys, it's just so clean, so nice, so well done, so well executed. Quality is fantastic. And when I say quality, not only the materials, but the quality control. There's not glue stains, it's not falling apart anywhere. It's done so very well. And let's get right into it because I'm excited to talk about this one. So first things first, this is going to be constructed to look like a rabbit. So let's get that out the way. That's what this is going to be built like. So first thing we're going to see is going to be this hairy suede going across the toe box here. That is going to be done in a dark gray, and that's some nice suede, guys. I'm telling you, this is nice materials throughout this entire shoe. So we have that going across the toe box. And we're going to also see that same hairy suede going across the lateral and the medial side of the sneaker. So very nice, very nice. And then we're going to go right up to the top of the toe box where it's going to be perforated. Very soft, smooth leather. Super soft to the touch. Again, and this shoe I think was 150, 130. I can't remember. So I'll put a link down to where I can find them because initially they weren't selling out, but now people starting to realize what they are and they're starting to buy them up pretty quickly. So anywhere I can find them, I will put a link down below so you guys can catch a pair. I got this particular pair from Oneness prior to the 30th release because they let them out early some kind of way. So I was able to, buy them and secure my pair a little earlier from their website. Now, we're going to move up into the eyelets of the sneaker, which is going to be done, feels like a pigskin suede that's going to be in a lighter gray color, which is also going to kind of wrap down to the edges of the toe box here, you see that? But one of the coolest things of the shoe, which could actually be a downfall if I'm walking outside and get dirty or muddy, but that's going to be the fuzzy laces. Now, again, we're talking about a rabbit, which is going to have the fur, fuzzy, like cottontail, you know how it kind of goes with the animal. And they have that here with the laces, and I love that they just went all the way to it, man. They're like, we're not gonna hold back anything. We're gonna throw the whole kitchen sink at you when it comes to bringing the life, the hair on the sneaker. So it's really cool you have the furry laces here. Now, it is gonna be sitting on top of a open cell mesh tongue that's gonna be done in all white. That is gonna have the Maybe Tomorrow patch and the Shadow 6000 on top, and it's gonna have the Hare silhouette there. On top of the tongue, you're gonna have some pink piping going right across the top of the tongue here. And as you get into the inside of the shoe, it's gonna have this kind of peach, kind of fleece feeling material. It's gonna be the backing of the tongue and in the sock liner itself. Now you're also gonna have a insole that's gonna mimic the box. So again, you're gonna have the Better Together. You're gonna have that same kind of, you know, scenery, almost like storybook art on inside of the sock liner, when it's gonna have the Maybe Tomorrow Saucony branding that we saw on top of the box as well. The insole, nothing special. It is going to be just kind of that thin foam insole that we see in any typical Shadow 6000, so nothing different there. Now we get to the logos here. You're going to have the Saucony branding done in a faux rabbit hair, again done in gray. That's going to sit atop that same kind of gray perforated gray leather. And it's, again, still super soft. Man, it's super soft. Now you're going to find that faux rabbit hair again on the top of the ankle collar here, done up in gray. That's gonna go back down to a hairy suede, but not as hairy as the toe box, but again, not as smooth as that pigskin suede or nubuck that we're gonna have up top. But it's gonna be a shorter haired suede here that's gonna have a lighter gray with the, I guess we need both shoes to show this, but the Maybe Tomorrow branding is gonna be embroidered in the back of the shoe, which is really cool to me. Now, as we get down to the midsole, it is going to be a kind of off-whitish midsole here that's going to sit atop a pink outsole, which is going to be done in those same typical lugs you get on Saucony sneakers. But what's really cool about this is that it glows in the dark. So there are going to be glow-in-the-dark elements of the sneaker here. I want to say the Maybe Tomorrow glows as well, and I want to say the top eyelets. So there's glow-in-the-dark features of the shoe as well. So they literally threw the kitchen sink at this shoe when they said, hey, let's just go ahead, we're gonna do a collaboration, let's put it all out there for everybody. So although I think Saucony does a very good job of holding its own without a collaboration, they made this count, and I really can appreciate what they did there. So super job to both Maybe Tomorrow and Saucony on this one. Now, is there anything I missed here? I mean, I feel like I went through it pretty quickly, but we really got some deep detail on it, I feel. Oh, before I forget, if you guys don't like the hairy laces, they do come with 2 extra laces, a white lace, and there's going to be a gray lace. Both flat laces are going to be available in the sneaker to switch out if you're not a fan of, again, the fuzzy laces, which I think are pretty awesome. So that's just me though. But the sneaker itself is going to be just as comfortable as any other Shadow 6000 in my opinion. True to size for any normal footers. Again, wide footers, try it on. It is a very soft material, but it is a retro runner, which seems to be a little typically narrow in the toe box area. So go ahead, try them on. I would suggest half size up if you don't get a chance to try them on. But this shoe is fantastic, guys. I can't say, only thing bad I can say about the shoes, I hope I don't get the laces dirty, because I don't even know if I can wash them and they go well, because that kind of terry cloth material, I don't know if you can clean it well. But other than that, this is just fantastic. Saucony, you guys came to, you know, exited 2022, coming into 2023 swinging, and I can appreciate what you've done here. Maybe Tomorrow, shout out to you guys for the great concept, of course, and the execution on both parties. So this is, again, I think one of the sneakers that should be talked about at the end of 2023. I know it's a long year, a lot of releases, but this has to stand above a lot of the rest because of the thought behind it and the execution. So let me know what you think about this shoe. Again, the Shadow 6000 Hare from the Maybe Tomorrow and Saucony Better Tomorrow collection, or Better Together collection, I'm sorry. And let me know in the comments, do you like it? Do you not like it? Did you grab a pair? Do you like the materials? Do you like what it feels like in hand? Because I'm super excited about this one, as you can probably tell. But yeah, I'd like to talk to you guys in the comments about it. And until next time, see ya.